covered in marshmallow. Hi guys, I'm Jo and I'm a student content ambassador at Canterbury Christ Church University, and today we're going to be talking about mental health. This is mostly going to be a candid chat about dealing with mental health while at uni, my personal experience and top tips. Mental health is a really tricky one. Like, even prior to coming to uni I had things going on, and I think when I came to uni I was like, I'm going to be fine. Like, it's a new chapter of life, fresh start, and everything's going to be fine, which obviously was not right. So yeah, I'm really good at minimizing things, and even if something is a problem I'll be like, no, I'm fine, I can deal with it, when I clearly could not. I'm gonna take a drink, don't mind me. It's really good hot chocolate. So around Christmas, my first year at uni, things started to get a bit rocky. I was not having a good time at all, honestly. But the thing is, I thought I was doing fine because I could deal with it. You know, like I was still going to lectures. I missed like 2 lectures across the entire year, and I thought that I was okay. Like, my assignments were going in, I was getting really good marks, and I just thought I was doing all right. I mean, I wasn't, but I thought I was. Yeah, the fact that I thought I was doing okay when I really wasn't meant that things were just getting worse, and I was ignoring the fact that I wasn't doing my best. And so the way that my mental health normally manifested, it wasn't like how I was feeling at uni was a completely different way to how it normally was. So I think it was a lot easier to ignore and just be like, oh, it's fine, it's just a normal change, this is my new life, this is my new normal. And I think I was sitting there like, okay, everyone's struggling, everyone's going through things, and that's okay. I'm just going through the same thing as everyone else. Everyone finds it hard to make friends and to start doing the shopping and to, you know, maintain a schedule and to just go about life. This isn't always true, but I wanted to believe it was. So I was coping in a way that I thought was viable, and I really wanted to believe that I could keep it up. But it was at one point back in December, it clicked and I was like, I am not okay. Like, I'm not doing as well as I wanted to. Like, I wanted to be thriving, but I was just surviving. It's pretty good, that. Don't thrive. No, that's not what I meant. Don't survive, thrive. Motivational. So one day I reached out to the University Mental Health Service after a call with the Samaritans. I filled in a self-referral thought. A self-referral thought. I can't say that. A self-referral thought. I'm not gonna say that. I self-referred using a form on the mental health page, and literally within a couple of days someone had got back to me. I had a couple of phone calls just, you know, chatting about where I was and what I wanted to do, what I was going through. A lot of that had been covered in the initial form when I was first filling it in. The speed with which I, you know, reached that point and that I was getting help made me feel a lot better about it. There is a lot of stigma around mental health, and I can sit here and be like, it's fine, I've gone through it, everyone goes through it, but it's hard reaching that point and being like, okay, I'm not doing as well as I want to be doing, and I don't know how to reach that point. Like, that's scary and that's intimidating. I think actually turning around and first admitting and then feeling stumped about where to go. So after my initial couple of phone calls, I was given a couple of options. They were like on-campus therapy and then off-campus. It was like groups and individual. There were options for like phone calls, and the one that I went for, I actually was able to pick the dates that worked for me. It was so easy, and like it was the same time every week because I got so lucky. There was like a gap in the calendar, so I was able to sign up, and I think within probably about 3 months I'd finished my therapy. And I can't stress enough, even if you feel like you're not suffering in the same way that other people are, like if you know you're not doing your best, that is equally as valid. And I think that's equally as much a reason to, you know, go out and actually seek help and to speak to someone about it. Post my therapy as well, it's kind of been a massive learning curve, taking the information that I learned and the things that were covered and applying them to real life as well, but then finding my own ways of going about things. I realised the importance of having a good support network, both in my family and in my friends, lecturers, and external people, basically everyone. For me, it was just about finding people who I knew I could reach out to when I needed them. So for a variety of things, whether I wanted to meet up with my friends and go for a walk, whether I wanted to call someone and talk about my feelings, or whether I wanted to be on my own and just, you know somebody was there. On top of that, it's important to find like what works for you. So the way I like to look at it is, because some days something works for you and the next day it doesn't. So create like a mental list and be like, do I want to be alone or do I want to be with people? Do I want to, do something active, or would I rather be a bit lazy? And then also, do I want to be indoors or outdoors? That'll really help you to figure out what you need for you in that moment. My marshmallows are melted! Sip. And really, above all else, is just to remember that what you're going through, it's valid. It's something I touched on earlier in the idea that you can invalidate your feelings and say, oh, I'm not struggling in the same way that someone else is, or it doesn't look like what I see elsewhere. But if you know you're not doing your best in whatever way it is, you can reach out and somebody will be there to support you. The mental health service at Canterbury Christ Church, they were great. Honestly, they were so prompt and so helpful throughout the entire process, and it was really nice to know that in what was such a scary stage of my life, I had support. So to round up, if you are dealing with something, that's okay. The whole point of the mental health service is to be there to support you as and when you need it, and don't be afraid to utilise it. This is really good hot chocolate. Thank you for watching. Remember to not only be kind to others, but also yourself.